Baby, move over. Move over. Good girl. Nice. Hiya, welcome back to Aussie Pub Trivia. I am your quizzing pal Tara, and I am so sick this fortnight, so I apologize for my voice throughout. I'm just gonna give a reintroduction because I've had quite a few new followers. Hello, welcome, I'm Tara. So the way that my trivia works, it's quite like actual pub trivia. There's 4 rounds, 41 questions because I can't count. And you can either play with pen and paper where you mark it yourself, be generous to yourself, and then you can comment the answers below and they'll go onto my scoreboard. Or you can scan this QR code, click the link in the bio if you're on a computer, and play along like that. That'll open a Google Sheet and you'll pop in all of your answers in there. It's nice and guided. When you submit it, it'll tell you that you're wrong on a lot of stuff. You're not wrong. Google's AI sucks at marking. It is getting better. But I will mark it for you, and I mark based on vibes. So if I can tell that you know the answer, but you just can't get it right, I just give you the point. I also give out bonus points, because why not? It's just trivia at the end of the day. It's just a bit of fun. So that's how we play. Of course, I have some trick questions. For instance, I'm just gonna tell you now, Will Hearn is the Triple J artist this week. Great young man, you'll get that later on. Will Hearn. So if you wanna skip straight to the quiz, I'm putting up a time marker, skip to then. But for now, scoreboards. Let's see how we did. There was a shake-up this week and I'm so excited for it. On our teams, you'll remember last week, I told you that I'm gonna force Declan to play as a team. Declan's one-man team has come last on the team board at 42 points. Sucked in Declan! And my gorgeous darlings, my taco night with their leftover curry has scored 47 points. An absolutely incredible score. Well done to my darlings. I am so proud of you all. On our solo boards, we have my mummy coming in on 22 points. A very commendable score. Well done, mummy. Then we have Sibling from the Hood on 33 points. Congratulations to my little sister. Every week she's a little bit better. And then, out of nowhere, comes this brainiac, Sarah N. N must stand for Neutron, because clearly she's related to Jimmy Neutron, on 43 points. Congratulations, Sarah. You have beaten Declan. Finally, he is not unbeatable. He has been defeated. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's see if more people can do it. Okay, let's get going with our quiz. I'll see you at the end.
Are you guys in for pub trivia?
Oh yeah, I love pub trivia.
Oh yeah, sounds grouse, sounds grouse.
Okay, my disco pals, let's kick off with music. We've got 10 questions and 19 points here. Question 1, I'm going to show you the video clips, the film clips for 2 different songs, but without the audio. I'd like you to identify both the song and the artist for 2 points each, so 4 points all up this question. Question 2, it's our beautiful DJ Laika. She is playing a song in reverse because she's a silly puppy. Please name the song and the artist playing in reverse for 2 points. Question 3 is a music true or false. Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees was written for the movie Saturday Night Fever in 1977. Question 4 is our movie composer question. Who composed the music for Dune? Was it Danny Elfman, Hans Zimmer, John Williams, or Howard Shore? For question 5, I'm going to play you 2 different songs, the first 10 seconds of each. Please identify just the song name for 1 point each. Question 6. I'm playing you an audio. You can see an instrument on the screen. What is the name of this instrument? For question 7, which musician was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 2016? Question 8, identify the song name from this guitar solo. And I do have a visual hint on the screen just in case you need it. Question 9 is our Triple J question. This young man is a Triple J artist. I've given you hints about his name throughout the quiz already. What is this young man's name? And of course, if you like this music, please give yourself that bonus point.
Won't you care for me? I'll wait up every night. I could climb a tree.
And our last question in the music round, name the year that these songs were released. And you get 2 points for bang on, 1 point for either side for both of them. So a max of 4 points here. We've got 10,000 Hours by Dan and Shay and Justin Bieber. And we've got Love Is in the Air by John Paul Young.
I'd spend 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of you. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Oh.
And that was our groovy, awesome, fun music round. Let me know what you thought of it I hope you enjoyed it. Let's keep going though. We can't slow down now. We've got a whole quiz to do. Okie dokie, it's the Pop Goes the Culture round. We've got 15 points and 11 questions. So let's get going. Question 1. Name the TV show from this cafe. Question 2. Who created the Civilization game series? So there's a series of games all called Civilization, nicknamed Civ. Who created that series? Question 3. Who is the common actor in these 3 films? And we've got American Psycho, The Machinist, and Batman Begins this week. For question 4, I'm going to play you an audio quote. I would like you to tell me what the name of this movie is. And for an extra 2 points potentially, what was the year it was released? You get 2 points for bang on, 1 point for either side.
Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Oh, need a hand?
Yeah, nah, just browsing, thanks, mate.
For just browsing, thanks. Here is a celebrity's eyebrows. Whose brows are these? Question 6. I'm going to show you stills from 2 different movies. Name the movie for 1 point each. Question 7 is one of my favorites. I'm going to show you an old nostalgic theme intro, and I'd like you to tell me what the name of the television show is.
Welcome to the Blue House.
Hello, I'm the small mouse.
Things to do.
Fun for you.
Howdy from the Big Bear.
Question 8. This one is going to be a tricky one for a few people, I think. Identify the company from the jingle or from the ad. I will not accept the characters' names for this one. I need the company's name.
Helped me get there.
I make special drink for you today, Rhonda.
Thank you.
You look so hot today. Like a sunrise.
You're naughty. Thank you, Katut.
Remember, eyes on the road, Rhonda.
And now we are going into the trinity of difficult questions. These are the ones you can be extra smug about if you get them correct. We've got our cinema question. Despite being the star of the film, Jennifer Lawrence admitted that she doesn't understand the plot for which movie. So she was the star of the film. It is a fantastic movie. What's the name of the film? Question 10 is our literature question. Which book is named after the temperature at which paper burns? And finally, question 11. What is the name of this artwork and who is the artist? And there we go with Pop Goes the Culture. We're half down, half to go. But first, I think it's... time for some answers. It is time for answers, yes. Well done, Tara, from 2 seconds ago. Let's start off with our music round. In question 1, I asked you to name both the song and the artist of these silent video clips. The first one is Burn by Jessica Mauboy, which was released in 2008. And then Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran in 2014. Question 2, I asked you to identify the song Playing in Reverse. It is a absolute classic, Let Her Go by Passenger, released in 2012. Question 3 is our true or false. Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees was written for the movie Saturday Night Fever. That is true. That song and that movie just go together absolutely perfectly. Question 4, who composed the music for Dune? That was Hans Zimmer. And a lot of fans I could see say that this is the most Hans that Hans has ever zimmered. So if you're into Hans Zimmer's music, Dune may be for you. Question 5, identify the song from the first 10 seconds. The first one was Every Breath You Take by The Police from 1983. And the second one is Viva La Vida by Coldplay from 2008. Question 6, I asked you to identify this instrument. This is a guiro. Question 7, which musician was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 2016? That was Bob Dylan, who very famously did not go to accept it, did not receive it. When it came in the mail, he sent it back. He does not want this Nobel Prize. I still think it's funny that the Nobel Prize Committee kind of tried to force it on him. Question 8. Identify the song name from the guitar solo. This is Zebra by John Butler Trio. And of course, I have a trio of butlers with a John in front of them. John Butler Trio. I tried to give it away, and that's just straight up a zebra. Question 9. The name of our Triple J artist this week is Will Hearn, and he's here to leave a good time in your heart. His music is happy, and I really like it. If you enjoy Eddie Sheeran, you may enjoy Will Hearn. And question 10, name the year of release of these songs. First we had 10,000 Hours, and that came out in 2019. So 1 point for 2018 and 2020, 2 for 2019. And Love's in the Air came out in 1977. So 1 point for 1976, 1 point 1978. And bless you to my dog who's sneezing. So that's all we have for the music round. Let's now go through the pop culture round. Question 1, I asked you to identify this cafe. That is, of course, the set of Central Perk from Friends, which ran from 1994 to 2004. Question 2, who created the Civilization game series? You may know it better as Sid Meier's Civilization. It was Sid Meier's who invented Civ. Question 3, who is the person who stars in American Psycho, The Machinist, and Batman Begins? That is the absolutely beyond talented Christian Bale. This man can become anything he wants to be. It's amazing. Question 4, where they're going, they don't even need roads. They're going back to the future, which came out in 1985. So 1 point for 1984, 1 point for 1986. Question 5. Whose brows are these in Just Browsing, thanks? They are the eyebrows of the wickedly hilarious Sofia Vergara. She is as funny as she is beautiful. She's so talented. Question 6. Name the movie from the still. This first one was Beetlejuice, the original Beetlejuice. And the second one is Cinderella, the remake of Cinderella. For question 7, I showed you an intro. This is an intro that my sister has been asking me to put in for weeks. So if you would like to request one, just comment below. I'll put it in. I don't care if it means 3 points. I don't even care about the points, really. I just love trivia. I will put it in if you ask. This was Bear in the Big Blue House. Good job if you got that one. It also ran almost as long as Friends, 1997 to 2006. Kind of remarkable. Question 8. We all know it's Rhonda and Kutut, but what company invented Rhonda and Kutut? This was Amy. Amy is responsible. Question 9. Our wonderful, affable Jennifer Lawrence admitted that she does not remember the plot to Mother. I have watched Mother about 6 times. I am a very big fan of Aronofsky. I don't know what's happening in this film. Couldn't tell you. If anybody ever tells you that they understand the plot of Mother, they're just trying to be pretentious. They don't. No one does. Jennifer Lawrence doesn't, and she is Mother. So, you know. Question 10. What book is named after the temperature at which paper burns? That was Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. An apt read for this moment in time. And finally, what was the name of this artwork? This is The Broken Column by Frida Kahlo, a very, very important artwork in her collection. So that was the end of the first 2 rounds. Let's keep going in the second half. Maybe they're just as good. Maybe they're worse. Ooh, what if it's terrible? Let's find out, guys.
Joojle It.
All right. I think it's Google. Oh, here we go.
It's Joojle.
Okay.
It is time for Just Joojle It. This one is a fun one where I strongly encourage you to cheat. The better you cheat, the better you will do. This round is ranked in terms of difficulty. I've got some questions that are like so easy to Google and other ones that will actually take you a moment to find. You'll have to use your thinking skills. But in a time when you can't just accept what Joojle says, this might be a good round to see how your skills are. So I've got 5 questions in the beginner round. They're all worth 1 point each. Then in our intermediate, we've got 3 questions worth 2 points. And finally, in our advanced Joojling round, we have 2 questions, both worth 3 points each. Question 1. What kind of animal is a premnis? And I'm looking for the specific name of the animal, not the general name, you know. Question 2. What date did Curtis Connor join YouTube? And this is a picture of Curtis Connor. He is a pretty big YouTuber. If you don't know him, he makes very good cozy content. I don't think that he actually needs me to shout him out. It would be really cool if he could shout me out though. Question 3, because you all know that I'm obsessed with the Hottest 100. What song came 69th in the Hottest 100 of 2003? Question 4. What is the 15th word in the song Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA? Question 5. What animal is Spot pretending to be on the pages 10 and 11 of Spot Goes to the Farm? All right, we're heading into the intermediate. These ones are a bit trickier. They take a few more steps. Question 6. How many people attended this festival? Question 7 for 2 points. What language is this? I've got a phrase on the screen. All I want you to do is tell me what language is it. Question 8. In a popular Thousands sitcom, a character gets very excited to experiment with the fonts and margins. What show, season, and episode is that? We're now into our advanced questions. Ooh, remember, you can pause at any time that you need to give yourself more time with these. Question 9. This was the hardest one for me to figure out. What song plays 23 and a half minutes into Welcome to the Madhouse by Tones and I? And finally, question 10. How much did this comic book sell for in AUD? That is the exact listing. Good luck. And that was the end of just Joojle It. Let me know what you think. Maybe suggest a question. These ones are especially difficult to write. Let me know how you did in this one, and I will see you in about 2 seconds. Maybe with even less voice, if you can believe that. And finally, it's time for general knowledge. Let's become generally knowledgeable. It's nonsense. I'm so sorry. I'm so sick. Question 1. What do crown of thorns starfish eat? Question 2. What is this a close-up picture of? Question number 3. Where were lamingtons invented? Was it in Dubbo or Dub Vegas, Brisbane or Bris Vegas, or Kalgoorlie or Cal Vegas? I don't know. I'm making that a thing now. Cal Vegas. Question 4, our true or false. The War of 1812 ended in 1813. True or false? Question 5 is our 2-pointer. Are these inventions older or younger than Australia? So is dynamite older or younger? And are traffic lights older or younger than Australia? Question 6 is our where in the world. I'm going to show you 2 images of a landmark. Photo 1 is going to be a little bit more obscure, a little bit harder to tell what it is, and that one is worth 2 points. But if you get it from the second one, the more obvious one, you only get 1 point. Question 7. What beverage was used in the Jonestown Massacre? Was it Cotty's Cordial, Kool-Aid, or Flavor Aid? Question 8. In honor of Maths Day, why was 6 scared of 7? And I made those, little guy. I'm actually so proud. Question 9. I'm going to play you some audio. Which animal is making this sound? Is this a koala or a pig? And our final question. Name the year in which these 3 events happened. Ex-Prime Minister Kevin Rudd defeats Prime Minister Julia Gillard in a leadership spill. Black Caviar retires. And Queensland passes the bikie laws. And the ACT briefly legalises marriage equality. That was the only picture, the Dykes on Bikes, the only picture I could think of that summarises both queer and bikie history in one go. I love the Dykes on Bikes. They're such good people. And that's the end of the general knowledge. That's the end of also the quiz. Luckily, we still have some answers. Let's see how you did. Alrighty, let's go through those aforementioned answers.
It's Joojle.
We'll start off with our Just Joojle It round, where I'm going to show you the answer and then I'm going to show you how I found the answer. So question 1, we had what animal is a premnis? It is a maroon clownfish. And I got this one pretty simply. I just typed in premnis. Bam, there she is. So what date did Curtis Connor join YouTube? That was April 15th, 2014. And I'll show you how I got it. I searched up our lovely Curtis. Went to his actual YouTube page and visited his more, his about section. And it says right there, joined April 15th, 2014. If you just search that question as a whole phrase on a desktop, you would have gotten a wrong answer from the AI overview. Don't trust AI overviews. They very rarely have the correct answer. Question 3, which song came in 69th from the Hottest 100 of 2003? That was Hysteria by Muse. This one was another pretty simple Google search, Hottest 100 of 2003. And then I went to their wiki, just went down to the full list, and it's numbered. Number 69 coming right up. Pew pew! Hysteria by Muse from the United Kingdom. Question 4 is, what was the 15th word in Luther? This is another one that you would have gotten wrong if you just relied on the overview. For some reason, it can't count. This one, very simply, I just typed in Luther, forgot Kendrick Lamar's name for a second. That's that pause. I had to remember his name. Embarrassing for me. And then I just went to his lyrics and I counted. The 15th word is hot. Question 5. This one was a trickier one. That's why it's on the bridge of the orange and green. What animal is Spot pretending to be on pages 10 and 11 of Spot Goes to the Farm? He is pretending to be a chicken. Cluck, cluck. Here's how I found this one. I googled the name of the book and I included PDF at the end to make sure that a PDF would come up. I know AnyFlip is a website. It is disastrous for advertising, and you're gonna see, look at that. Yeah. But then I just counted the pages in. No. Who's behind the bush? What are you doing, Spud? Cluck, cluck. Chicken. We all know that chickens make cluck, cluck noises. Well, in English they do. Different animals make different noises in different languages. That's a fun bit of trivia. Question 6. I asked you how many attended this festival, and the answer was 5,000 people. So the first step you had to do, find out what this festival is. So I started by just Googling Ability Fest, because it says it on there, and the first person in front of the list, Alex the astronaut. So then I just looked at other people on the list. So the music there mentions Peking Duck as well. I can see in that Amplify, I actually don't know how to say that name, that signage looks the same. It's got the same blue signage. So I'm going with 2021. Then I just have to find out how many people went in 2021. So I'm having a Google for that. With terrible spelling again. Here the overview says 5,000. I'm going to double check the Premier's website. And yeah, there. Following a COVID-enforced hiatus in 2020, Ability Fest drew crowds of 5,000 to its most recent home in Alexandra Gardens in 2021. 5,000 people have attended. Heck yeah. Question 7 was a tricky one. What language is this? I am not going to try to pronounce it because, oh heck it, let's try it anyway. Wagarukamu Emikangwa Ninza Kakahab Kukuha Obu Boronu Bobori Uma Round Eggy? I'm guessing. I'm just using like Aboriginal pronunciation there, so who knows. But that language is Chiga. But if you did happen to punch it into Google Translate, and I am just going to speed this one up a bit because it took me forever to type it in. But if you typed it in, you might notice that something about oranges. Oh, what's that? If you answer oranges, I'll give you 2 points this round. Now that is a translation issue. It's actually double points this round. So if you put in oranges instead of Chiga, you have just given yourself double points. Well done. Well done. Question 8. This one might have stumped a few of you, but I promise my quotation marks were actually a hint here. The popular 1000 sitcoms where Miss Elliot gets very excited for fonts and margins. That's Scrubs Season 1, Episode 16. And I'll show you how I found it. All you had to do was put quote marks around fonts and margins. You can see this website here, Yarn.
Just sit back and play with the fonts and margins.
Yeah, so Elliot is very excited to play with the fonts and margins in My Heavy Metal at Season 1, Episode 16 of Scrubs. For question 9, what song plays 23 and a half minutes into Welcome to the Madhouse by Tones and I? There was a very smart way to do this and a very dumb way to do this. I don't know which one I did, but I just searched for the album. I went to the wiki, to the track listing, where luckily for me, all of the times are listed on the song. So I just added all of them up, and the one that comes 23 and a half minutes in is Just a Mess. The answer, Just a Mess, plays 23 and a half minutes into Welcome to the Madhouse. And finally for this one, how much did this comic book sell for in AUD? That one was 2 cents, a US 1 cent. So let's see how I got it I started how most of you probably did, by just Googling eBay and the name of it. I then assessed my answers and clicked the top one. Now there you just saw me copy that chunk of text so that I didn't have to type it again, because I am very lazy. And here I'm searching for the sold filter, because I know that you can see sold lots. I turn that on. There's only one comic book that's been sold with that name for an AU 2 cents, sold on the 27th of June. That was the Just Joojle It round. Let me know how you like it. I did it on the phone this time instead of on my computer, because most of you seem to watch my videos on the TV. So let me know if you want me to change how I do that. I don't get very much feedback on how well things work and how well things don't work. So I do sometimes feel like I'm working in the dark. Turn a light on for me. Tell me if it was good or bad. Please let me know. Okay, turning to general knowledge. Question 1, what do crown of thorns starfish eat? They eat coral, and quite devastatingly so. Here is a picture of where a crown of thorns starfish has actually eaten coral. You can see its path because they bleach coral. Question 2, what is this a close-up picture of? This is a Sharpie or a marker. Question 3, where were lamingtons invented? They were invented in Brisvegas, Surrey Dub, and Calvegas. Question 4, the War of 1812 ended in 1813, true or false? That is false. The War of 1812 ended in 1815. Question 5, I asked you if these inventions are older or younger than Australia. Dynamite is older than Australia. And traffic lights are also older than Australia. They're both older. Question 6, I showed you these 2 pictures of the same landmark. This is the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. So you got 2 points if you got it from the first picture, 1 point if you got it from the second picture. What beverage was used in the Jonestown Massacre? I know full well that in your household, there may have been a person that instantly went, it was Kool-Aid, and another person who went, absolutely no, it wasn't. That second person is correct. It was Flavor Aid. Yeah, they didn't even buy the good stuff. Yeah, cherry Flavor Aid, the one that's on the screen. Kool-Aid, don't drink the Kool-Aid, should actually be, don't drink the Flavor Aid. Question 8, in honor of Maths Day, why was 6 scared of 7? It's because 7, 8, 9. 7 is a murderer, an awful, awful person. Happy Maths Day. Question 9, the animal making that sound, that was a koala, not a piggy. I hope I fooled you. I love that question. And question 10, name the year in which these 3 things happened. We had Kevin Ruddy Rudster taking back leadership from Julia Gillard. We had Black Caviar retiring. And we had the Queensland bikie laws and the ACT very briefly legalising same-sex marriage, marriage equality. That was 2013. So 1 point for 2012, 1 point for 2014. Well done if you got that one too. That is the actual end of our quiz. But because this week was so close, I am introducing a tiebreaker, a bonus point offered to the person who posts the best maths joke in the comments. And I know that that is a specific ask, but you get a free point.
And that was our beautiful quiz this week. I really hope that you join me next fortnight for a new one. Until then, please comment below. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. There is also a spot for feedback in the Google form if you did it that way. I genuinely do change things based on your advice. Because of course, you're the players. I'm just the person who puts it together. So let me know what you think. Also, Stay Doc Week this week. Get out there. Enjoy some culture. It's good for you. And I didn't even have any Indigenous questions this week. But that's okay, because I live this shit. It's not just 1 week, my whole damn life. I love being Aboriginal. Come join us. I'll see you in a fortnight. Bye!